Okay, it's late, but I'm working on another small project. It's Realistic Portiplay we picked up a few weeks back. I've been working on that and I'll show you.
It's the one that came with the original batteries installed.
I've since replaced them with some new energizers. The reason I took the bottom off is because the radio was working. I needed to clean some of the switches. I didn't need to, but the volume control's a little scratchy. And it does have a schematic diagram. I can get you a little shot of that. Okay, so I'll demonstrate it now, the radio function. It's on. Well, the switch is here. I want to be careful one-handed because I just have it propped up here. Don't want it to fall.
How Megalittus could play out. Well, you know, it seems
And it works quite well, actually.
The fact that a lot of people think that it's not humane to keep primates, which, you know, who are very intelligent, to keep them in.
Okay, but when I switch to phono,
have them in an exhibit.
My motor here does not start. And I was checking, first I thought a switch for the tone arm to turn the record on and off as you move the tone arm, and I don't know if you can see that, but here's the tone arm switch, and I did clean it. I'm just looking closely at it, and by the way, this is Sanyo all the way. Sanyo capacitors, Sanyo transistors. I thought Toshiba at first, but speaker is Matsushita. And anyway, the motor is even labeled. I'll show you the label, but it gives the speed, the voltage, and everything. So that's nice. If it needs to be replaced, we can do that. So anyway, and the rectifier Sanyo. Okay, back to the switch. The AC input. Also, we managed to find a cord for that, by the way. And I looked and I see this orange wire right there. In fact, not only is it there, it's got no place to attach. I think it literally broke off, but I don't quite understand. I still have no motor action though. Well, let me get back to you on this. Okay, so I take that back. That orange wire, I have 6 volts across it, and it goes right there. And that is the only switch for the tone arm there. I don't know if you can see this or it's in focus, but I jumped the switch and the motor still does not run, so we're going to jump that. I want to check the voltage over here at the motor. Okay, it is the motor, because even though we jump that out now, I think that broke due to heat, because it's generating heat. What happens is we have the 5 volts there, and when you connect the motor, you'll see a little spark, but if you connect the motor, I'm just going to go straight to it, it drops that 5 volts right down. Drops it down to 0.4, and the motor doesn't spin. And it's getting a little warm. It spins freely. I've tried helping it. Yeah, you couldn't take these motors apart, but trust me, I've been here before. The minute you do that, the brushes go boing, and it's good night, Irene. So I might give it a tap or something. It's free spinning. It just will not start. Okay, the only other thing it could be, there's the motor there. Sorry for the shaky hands. I'm in close. Could be that capacitor, that 100 microfarad. I'm going to disconnect the positive wire and see if we can't just get this motor to run. Okay, in the schematic, that capacitor is definitely 100 microfarad, but I can't find it physically, and I forget if I found a SAMS on this or not. I don't recall. I may have a SAMS, but regardless of that, maybe there's some more information. There's a 300 here. I'm wondering if it's inside the motor. I don't recall whether these early motors had the capacitor in, although it doesn't show it inside, but I'm going to show you. I have the power supply and current limiting. It's 4.5 volts to 6.5 volt motor. Okay? And if I let it, this will draw. This will draw a 1/2 amp or almost an amp if you let it. But it does nothing. Oh. That's a 1/2 amp right there. And it does nothing. But I swear it gets warm. So that's what happened. I think the heat from the wire, you know, maybe popped that off. I have that jump. So this is a 1600 RPM motor. It doesn't say clockwise or counterclockwise. It doesn't matter at this point. I'll put it back together and let you have one more look at it. But I know I don't want to go inside this motor. It has screws, but once you get in there, you can't get those brushes. You'll damage the brushes because they're right there. It says grease here on the idler wheel, which we did. Idler wheel is soft and no bumps and supple. And this spins and spins the platter. Beautiful. But, and even the motor coasts, but we want to put it on neutral here. Has all the features you'd want, except it doesn't move. Well, in any event, that's a shame because this coasts beautifully. The cartridge is still good. I have a replacement turnover needle, both LP and 78, but we have no motor. So that's going to do it for now. I may try to disassemble that motor, but again, not much luck in doing that. 1600 RPM, 4.5 volt to 6.5 volt. 1969 Japanese motor. Okay, that'll do it for the Portiplay for this part. Thanks for watching. Oh, one last thing. I put a wire nut on this motor wire because I have the rest switch jumpered, and I'll capture a photo of this schematic so I can blow it up and read it in a normal size. And there is no SAMs on this, I am pretty certain. So that's it for the Portiplay. Again, thanks for watching.